Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to Alex Jones and Matt Baker from The One Show. I feel like this is kind of like a real weird dream I'm having. I'm not watching TV, and suddenly I'm doing the interviews. This is bizarre.
Well, what's equally bizarre is the fact that you've actually got a lime green sofa here as well that we're sat on.
Yeah,
which is...
exactly what I was just going to say. It's strange, isn't it? We're in the guest position.
Matt,
yes.
Where's your show coming from tonight?
Literally just behind where you are.
Yeah.
We've got a big stage down here on Pacific Quay. So one of the things we wanted to say to people was please feel free to come and join us tonight. You know where we are, BBC One, 7 o'clock. But yeah, we've got a nice big stage set up there, and all of our technical bods are just busy at the moment connecting all the right bits of wire and everything together. So hopefully the show will go on air tonight. So.
And you're aware of the vagaries of the Glasgow weather, Alex?
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, I had some experience over the weekend. We had some fun with the weather in Edinburgh on Saturday night, but it's looking fantastic today, and it's supposed to be quite sunny now leading up to the games themselves, isn't it?
It's going to be wonderful. It's not going to be a drop of rain fall. That's my prediction. And I was sitting beside a weather forecaster earlier, so I'm feeling quite confident about that. And you've been out and about before because you were at Glastonbury and at the Hay Festival?
Well, this summer, actually, the One Show's been out and about quite a lot because the majority of the time is because we're following the baton as well that's been going around. So the Isle of Man, we were there to see the baton arrive. In Carnarvon in North Wales, we were there also to see the baton. And we did Glastonbury, as you mentioned, the Hay Festival. And this is just lovely. We finish, actually, on the One Show for the summer on Wednesday. So spending these 3 days in Glasgow leading up to the Commonwealth Games is perfect.
Well, you're very welcome.
It's like a mini holiday.
Yeah, I hope. I mean, it's lovely. I'm sure you'll have a great time, and Glasgow will make you feel very at home. Matt, what have you got on the show tonight?
Well, tonight we've got a few little things that we can't talk about at the moment, as everybody says whenever they sit in front of a mic and goes, "Oh, what have you got on the show?" So we've got Nicola Benedetti this evening. So
come on, that deserves a lot.
There we are. So Nicola will be playing for us. We've got lots, as the One Show is, we've got lots of little films as well. So we've got one kind of Cool Runnings-esque type film. So, you know, the magical team that obviously triumphed against adversity. Well, we thought, what are the stories here at the Commonwealth Games with a similar vibe? So Edith Bowman from here, she went off to go and have a look at some stories the same as that. What else we got?
We've got HMS Bangor as well, because it's moored just down the road, so Angelica Bell will be on there, seeing what their role is.
Funnily, that's good, because we're going to be talking about HMS Bangor in the second half of the show. Fantastic, thank you. Excellent.
So it's a packed show, and tomorrow as well, equally as packed. Tomorrow, you know, if you're around, please come down. We've got Lulu, Simple Minds are going to be performing at the end of the show. Claire Balding's on the show tomorrow as well. So plenty happening, and then we move to Celtic Park on Wednesday for the biggie.
Yes.
That's good. You managed to mention one of the old firm teams, and we didn't either get an applause or a boo. It's never happened to me in my whole history of doing gigs in Glasgow. Matt, you are a sportsman yourself.
Yes, well, my
former Olympic champion.
Well, I don't know about Olympic champion.
Gold champion.
British champion.
Come on.
Former British. As a young lad. But yeah, I was a gymnast for many years, and really that's how I ended up in television today, really, doing some backflips and somersaults in a college production of the musical Grease, and suddenly one thing led to another, and I ended up on Blue Peter, and here I am. But yeah, I mean, next week I'll have a very different hat on, because I'm part of the BBC commentary team, which I have been doing gymnastics
Will you go along and see some things as well? Would you like watching it?
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is, when you're actually working and you're commentating, it's incredibly intense, because we've got all of next week, basically, you're running the team final and the qualification. That's the first 2 days, all day, from like 9 o'clock in the morning through till 7 at night. So there isn't a huge amount of time to get out and go and have a look. And then you move through into the finals, where you've got the individual apparatus finals and then the all-around. So it's pretty full-on, to be honest with you. But you do get buried, and you can't help but, you know, get involved in what's going on, because there is an incredible... For anybody that hasn't been to a Commonwealth Games before, there's an incredible atmosphere around it. And it's not... I think it's because the biggest sporting nations, really, aren't here to put on that enormous amount of pressure that you normally feel at world level. And yet, with the Commonwealth, there's kind of like a sports day kind of feel. And it's like everybody's in there, they're all having a go, you know, good effort. There's, you know, you don't really get the kind of good effort thing at the Olympics, whereas you do at the Commonwealth.
I would imagine that you would get an audience, or, you know, a crowd who wouldn't necessarily always know the rules of the sport they're watching.
No, that's
Is that true?
Yes.
One or two people here are going, oh, yeah. Going to give it a whirl. Does that happen? I mean, when you're at these events, I mean, if you're a performer, you're actually taking part in it, do you think, this crowd don't know what this thing's about, but they're enjoying themselves?
Yes, I do feel, especially with gymnastics, because it is quite complicated. And when they got rid of the perfect 10, everyone like, what's all this about? Now with difficulty and execution, but yeah.
Alex, you're no stranger to sporting achievement this year. You have climbed a rock face in Utah for sport relief. I mean, just that scares the life out of me.
We knew what you were going to say there.
Yeah, I mean, but just the idea of just climbing anything that really scares me. I mean, did you have a fear of heights before you went, or did you manage to overcome
No,
it?
I didn't think I did have a fear of heights. But
Right.
of course, when you're, 1,200 metres up, then, a fear suddenly dawns on you and you think, I'm actually not that okay with heights. But, it was a fantastic thing to do, mostly because it raised so much money. I mean, again, whenever we do these things for children in need or sport relief, the audience, you always get behind us and you always sponsor, and we're so grateful for that. So it was pretty scary and pretty horrifying, to be honest, at times, but it was worth it. It was 3 days of hell for a really good sum of money.
Briefly, you've got a new show coming up on BBC One, which is called Tumble, which is no connection to that Utah experience, I'm sure.
No, well, this is the irony, you see, because Tumble is all about gymnastics, and I'm the one out of us that doesn't know anything about gymnastics. But I think, it's 10 contestants and their partners, similar to Strictly in that way, will compete in sort of a Cirque du Soleil kind of...
I like it.
It's a bit Cirque du Soleil, so it'll be a performance. So every couple will execute a performance. We'll have 4 judges. The girl who got the perfect 10, Nadia Comaneci is one, Lewis Smith, Craig Heap, who's lovely, Matt's friend, and who else we've got? Sebastian Stella. So the 4 judges is a bit like Strictly, but it's basically gymnastics.
Is it too late to try out for it? That's all I'm asking.
Never too late. Go on, there's plenty of room down there. Go on, let's have a look. Shall we get him to have a little go?
Just wants to get the jacket off just after the next song. Okay? Alex and Matt, thank you so much for being on the Culture Studio. It's been just a total pleasure to have you. And please have a great time in Glasgow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And come down and see us. Don't forget.
Come down and see them. Yeah.
Pacific Quay.
Down to Pacific Quay tonight from 7:15. Time now to feature the Scottish element